Welcome to Newsmaking Headlines on May 4th. Yes, we are holding our breath as to when exactly the general election will be held. A confident PM Apisit Vejjajiva had earlier said he would dissolve parliament in the first week of May, but yesterday he refused to confirm if the plan is still going according to schedule. Apisit denied he had submitted for royal endorsement the dissolution of the House of Representatives. He even refused to say when he would do so. And listen to Thai Post headlines which states House Speaker Chai Chichop suggests Apisit defer House dissolution as His Majesty the King is sick. The paper quoted Chai as saying that Apisit must consider whether it is appropriate to seek royal endorsement for a House dissolution at a time when the King is still recovering from surgery. Reports of His Majesty's condition made headlines today, with Matichon saying King receives operation in stable condition, normal food intake. His Majesty is recovering after undergoing surgery on Monday to remove excessive fluid from his brain. Back to Thai Post, and it says the Election Commission is ready to organize the election, even though the Constitution Court is yet to rule on whether the three electoral laws violate the Constitution. Election Commissioner Prapan Nayakovic made a point of saying that the Constitution empowers the EC to issue regulations that will pave the way for a general election. Matichon meanwhile shouts House dissolution postponed. But then you have Komchatluk quoting Deputy Prime Minister Suthep Thaugsuban as saying that a House dissolution postponement will not affect election. Well, we can only wait and see where all this leads to and whether, come late June or early July, we'll be heading to the polling booths. Meanwhile, the opposite cabinet is forever coming under attack, this time following its marathon meeting from yesterday morning to late last night, which saw a massive amount of fund allocations being stoutly approved. And how much was that? Komchatluk's headlines put it rather succinctly. Mark or Apisit approves billions of baht of populist funds before leaving office, more than 200 items, and 66 billion baht expenditure discussed in 2 sessions. Thai Post on its part does not mince words. Its headlines shout, Go hungry if shy, midnight cabinet dumps money. And Thairat states, Opposition Pheu Thai attacks government for dumping state funds. Zooming in on the opposition, it looks like Ming Kwan Sangsuwan and Chalerm Yubamrung have decided to stick with the Pheu Thai party. Thai Post runs an article seeking to answer why. The newspaper's columnist says both are not yet strong enough to leave the party and realize the possibility that the Pheu Thai can win the election, so they do not want to miss the chance. Besides, their ties with Thaksin and the Pheu Thai had not totally been severed, but all said and done, the columnist says it remains to be seen whether the Pheu Thai will win the most seats to form the next government. Now, world attention is obviously surrounding the death of the chief of terrorists, Osama bin Laden. Yes, there are many who cast doubts on his death and want to see pictures of the man's body for proof. But as these demands grow louder, today's reports and photos may at least put some doubts to rest. Komchatluk's main headlines virtually scream, White House shows Obama Hillary thrilling. Both watch the moment of killing. US thinks hard about releasing pictures of bin Laden's body to confirm his death. Condemned for burying him at sea against Muslim beliefs. Matichon shouts, Muslims attack dumping of body at sea. Praise bin Laden for sacrificing his life for Islam. Thairat meanwhile shows picture of Pakistanis who support the dreaded Al-Qaeda and equally ruthless Taliban gathering to oust US forces in Pakistan, protesting against the United States violation of Pakistani sovereignty and so-called summary execution of bin Laden. Lastly, This picture serves as a reminder to every motorist to drive carefully when you approach train tracks. A soldier in Nakhon Sawan died instantly after his pickup was hit by a train and dragged down the track.